Hey everyone and welcome back to some more Civilization 5. So, few things. First of all, let's get rid of this Portuguese corvette before we do anything else. And then we'll pick our policy in rationalism. It will go down quite easily. There we go. Alright, so now we have a choice. We can go left or we can go right. If we go left, we will unlock observatories in all cities and get extra yield from great scientists and great engineers. Honestly, observatories aren't really that good in Vox Populi. We mostly need mountains close to our cities, which we don't have. So it's probably not worth it. And if we go right, free thought is the next policy after enlightenment. And that will give us plus 3 science and plus 2 culture from all villages. I think I prefer to go right in this case. And the first policy will give us a golden age. And extra science for the duration of the golden age. Alright, yep, let's go right. Also, the new great general we got in Istanbul is actually Khan, which is going to be very useful. We need to send him towards Pocatello. So let's do exactly that. Other than that, there's one more thing we can do. We could grab a citadel somewhere around here, and we could actually steal iron with citadel. That's not a bad idea. I'm strongly considering it. It can't be on the tile the game is suggesting, however, because then we would steal a tile from Morocco, and they wouldn't be happy about that. But I think we should consider doing it. It's only 2 iron, but it's still worth it. It's 2 frigates that we can get. I mean, not frigates, corvettes or cruisers. It's probably worth it. Anyway, what else can we do? I think that's pretty much it. Alright, next. We are finishing some public schools. But Indonesia is getting a little bit too strong for my taste. Wait, what? You have made peace with Portugal. What happened there? I didn't want to make peace with them. But alright. And what? Pocatello stole your land. Seriously? Where exactly? Oh, right here. Really? What an asshole. I mean, we could grab a citadel on this tile and get both iron and our oasis back. Or we could do it here. I think I'd rather get the iron. It won't be the most amazing citadel placement of all times, but I think it's worth doing. Alright, let's do it right here on this tile. It's fine. And assign delegates. Sanction Portugal. Yes, that sounds useful. Let's do that. Accept. Espionage update. Yeah, we need a spy in our capital. Hopefully we'll get a fort sometime soon. Because I don't really want to move my existing spies. I kind of need them where they are. So, since we're not at war with Portugal anymore, we might as well go back west. We could just declare war on Pocatello right now, if we want to. But I'd rather wait for all these ships to go back. Alright, let's go back then. And we could send some more units if we really want to. And recruit replacements after the current round of buildings is done. And it will be done very soon. So, who would we want to send? 32 ranged attack. I suppose these guys would be fine. The Lancers also aren't bad with 35 combat strength. We could actually send one Lancer, it's not a bad idea. What do they upgrade to? Landship. Okay, let's send a Lancer. Off you go. We'll recruit a replacement once we're done with Artists Guild. Alright, time to go back west. Next. This is still going to be a pretty interesting game. I think it's quite likely China is going to win, or at least China is our most serious competition. However, if we can take Mosonkani, for example, we'll have a pretty good chance. I mean, look at all these wonders in Mosonkani. That's a lot of wonders. Some pretty good ones, too. Temple of Artemis is nice. I would really like to take that city. But we'll see. We got a new event. Debate in council. Oh, I know what this is. 50% chance to get things. Let's maybe go for culture. To speed up free thought. As long as it's going to work. All these options are 50% chance to get nothing. So... will it work? No, it did not. Alright, whatever. We tried. Open door failed. Open door in Bucharest passed. And sanctions failed, alright. We can actually propose something ourselves now. Okay, we could try to go for Casus Belli again. We could try natural heritage sites. +2 to all yields when worked. Yeah, that is pretty good. It's probably worth it. I mean, we got 2 natural wonders. We got 3 natural wonders. Yeah, we got Mount Fuji. We got Mount Kailash. And we got our newest wonder that we took from Pocatello. Let's give it a shot. I don't think any AI will suggest that. As an alternative, we could always suggest World's Fair, which is probably worth it. Silver reward is plus 33% culture for 20 turns. I like that. But +2 to all yields. Huh. We would get some culture. Some gold production. But World's Fair is tempting. You know what, let's go for World's Fair. This will also give us a diplomatic boost with most of these AIs. Because they generally like World's Fair. Alright then. And back to our capital, let's grab some unit. Something cheap preferably. I guess we can take a Janissary. And work public school. Yep. Alright, this looks fine. The city will still grow in 7 turns. Carry on. And Artist Guild is done. Let's see, can we work it and still grow in a reasonable time frame? Kind of, if we give up most of the production. Okay, let's do some manual tile assignments. I kind of want to work tiles like this, because that's a lot of gold. It will help poverty. So let's see, we'll try to balance it a little bit. I would still like to have some production. Like so. That's 32 turns, a little bit too slow. We could grab that tile over here. Okay. Let's say we'll work that one. 23 turns. -3 from poverty. -2 from poverty, alright. 16 turns. Sounds good to me. And 83 production. Yeah, this is the best balance we can get, I think. The city will still grow, but at the same time it will be useful production-wise. So, what's next? Let's grab a quick castle. That's only 2 turns. And it will help crime, as well as defense, if we end up needing that in the future against China. So, Citadel. Right here, I think. Yeah, I want my Oasis back and I want the iron. So this seems to be the best choice. Alright, fine. Yeah, he won't like it, but whatever. We don't care about his opinion. And upgrade at least one of these guys. Upgrade both, I would say. I mean, we can afford it. And we kind of need these upgrades. Alright, fine. I really don't like how expensive they are, but oh well. So, what about our Khan? He needs a few turns to get there. We can strongly consider declaring war again, once our Khan gets there. He will be quite useful. And all our ships will be there by the time he gets there too. Okay, anything else? Still waiting for railroad. Oh yeah, move our admiral to Agadaika. No, not Ankara. Off you go. And now we need some roads through the desert. Yep. Alright, let's get started. We should probably build a road into that citadel. In case we'll need to swap some units around. Which, once we go to war, we probably will. I'm not giving you open borders, sorry. And Sweden declared war on Pocatello already. Yeah, okay, we will definitely be declaring war. Let's see if Sweden is actually going to do something. Other than just stand there. Kabul seeks a great writer. Yeah, we should get one pretty soon. Chancery is done. We can get a caravanserai in one turn. Actually, yeah, we should, because this city has amber. Wait, no, that's the wrong building. It was the temple with amber. Okay. But caravanserai gives bonus to cotton. And furs. Ankara has cotton. Yeah, we'll queue up a caravanserai, maybe before the field gun. And Borsa can get a temple, so first we need a shrine. To improve the amber, that is. Alright, you guys should just repair back to full health. Few more turns. We could declare war right now if we really wanted to, but I'd rather just wait until all our units are there. One more thing we could do is bring... Hold on, didn't we have another field gun? Oh yeah, it's already here in Vancouver. We should move that field gun towards Pocatello, because we will need it. Yep, we will definitely need it. I can tell you as much already. Fortify. And over here. Alright then. Next. Oh, declaration of friendship with China, yes. We definitely want to renew that. Alexander. Yeah, we know. You want our coal? Sorry, bro. We kind of need it. So, give me the railroad already. There. So, we also got a great scientist. And... let's see, can we actually build Neuschwanstein somewhere? I don't think we'll be able to build it here. Well, not until we annex the city. The only city that kind of has a mountain is this one. But that doesn't count, we need an actual proper mountain, not a wonder. So I don't think we can build it anywhere. We don't have a single city with an actual mountain within 2 tiles. Actually, hold on, we do! This one. 17 turns. Yeah, we should go for it for sure. Will we get a great engineer sometime soon? No. Well, we will, but not soon enough. Let's just try to hard build it. 19 turns total, because I'd like to finish the zoo to reduce boredom. Yeah, sure, we'll give it a shot. We could also send some production there. We just got an extra trade route. So we'll grab a cargo ship and send some production to speed up the wonder. I like that plan. Alright. Konya. A bank. House poverty in here. -2 from poverty, -2 from crime. You know what we should get? A garden. Especially since we are actively working 2 guilds. As for our next research... This is actually a very tough choice. Because I'd like to get archaeology to get more culture, but at the same time, I would also like to get industrialization to unlock factories. But I think I want more culture first. Especially since we need 18 policies to unlock ideologies. Or we need to get to Atomic Era, but I'm pretty sure we can get 18 before we get to Atomic Era. Long before we get to Atomic Era. Not to mention culture is always nice, for more policies themselves, not just to unlock ideologies. Which means archaeology first and then industrialization. Tempo is next. And right, public school is done. Work that scientist. And then what? Workshop isn't going to be super useful in here. House crime, -3. We'll grab a constabulary then. And let's get started on some railroads. Yup. Our workers will finally have something to do. Let's get started. All of you guys. Get to work. No more slacking. You had your break. And one more? No, I think that's it. Right, so let's pop the scientist. That's 3600 science. Yeah, that's pretty good. 50% in archaeology, basically. Oh yeah, one more worker. We can start the road towards Borsa, actually. Or towards Edirne. Sounds good. Oh, and one more still, right. How's literacy? Indonesia is still the leader. China is probably very close behind them. So, how long do we want to wait? Probably not too long. Is Sweden actually doing anything? Not that I can see. I'm basically just waiting for all these units to arrive. 2 more turns should do it. Horses to China. We have quite a lot of horses. We can sell 1 or 2. Here, enjoy your horse. Whatever you want to use it for. Oh, China wants to declare war on Pocatello. Maybe we should just accept it. I think we should. Actually. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. This should be fun. It will technically give him the initiative, but that's okay. Hopefully, Sweden will pressure him from the west. Because I don't want to fight him on my own, you know? We got a great writer, which should also mean some influence with Kabul. Not that we'll ever beat China there, but alright. Now, we could use him for culture pop. That's actually not a bad idea. Is it worth it though? Yeah, actually, let's pop him. We'll get free thought a little bit faster that way. Grand Temple. Well, that's only 2 turns. But I don't think that's super useful. We don't care about religious unrest, because it will be gone soon enough. Yeah, not really. What should we get? Stable. We only got like 1 tile that will benefit from it. But we might also build it. It will increase military unit supply cap. Not that we are any close to it, but it's only 2 turns. Oh, seaport is done, very nice. What should we get next? We can grab a stable here, that's only 1 turn. Yeah, sure, 1 turn is fine. And our capital. Maybe some units. What can we get in here? Yeah, let's just build some cruisers. Because the upgrades are just so ridiculously expensive. We'll just build a cruiser. Promotion! Oh yeah, right, we are at war with Pocatello. So... well, that was a lot of damage, we should probably back up. These musketmen are all ranged units. Which is why we took so much damage here. Right, we definitely want to back up with this guy. Let them come to us. Railroad. And the trade route? To China? No, this was a city-state trade route, wasn't it? It was. Okay, carry on with that. So, let's try to do some damage. We need them to move towards us, that's what we need. Let them do that then? Yeah, let them do that. They have to move a little bit closer at least. This is going to be an interesting war. I can tell you as much already. We need to get some of these units into our cruiser range. Speaking of which, one more upgrade. This is a guy with bombardment 3. Road is done, so road into the citadel. We might also make it a railroad now. The construction time will be exactly the same. Yeah, sure. There's the Khan. Just in time. And protect him, obviously. I think it's best if we defend for a bit. And then we can go on the offensive. Also, probably a good idea to keep some basic defenses around our home island. You know, just in case something funny happens. We wouldn't want that, would we? So, who do we trade with? Probably China. Yeah, let's just trade with China. Oh no, hold on, I was going to send production to help with Neuschwanstein. A little bit too late. I don't think we'll have a lot of competition for that wonder though. Yeah, probably not. There's a pretty good chance we'll build it. Okay. So, next. You want more horses? One wasn't enough. Okay, I don't judge. Now, this is a lot of ranged units, which means we will probably take some damage here. Oh, Alexander also joined the party. Okay, they are moving towards us now, that's good. Now we can actually do some damage. Also with our city, since we got 3 tile range with our city now. I think we can kill that guy, maybe? Maybe not? Yeah, easily. Move the Khan a bit closer. There, he's down. And fortify or back up? We could swap with the guy on the citadel. Okay, let's do that. And the Khan will give us some healing. Okay, looks good. And the cruiser will be able to attack if something moves close enough. Oh, also, these guys. Might as well kill them. There's no reason not to. As for production, theirs are stable. What should we grab in here? What about a hotel? 25% of the culture from world wonders, natural wonders and improvements is added to tourism. Right, we are actually getting quite a lot of culture from a natural wonder. So I would say it's worth it for sure. Should we work the scientist slot? Actually no, in fact let's remove this one to get more production. That's almost 200 production, very nice. Maybe we should keep it mostly as production city. We can get 200 production. We don't have to work scientist slots in every single city we own. Yeah, 200 is good. It's way ahead of Ankara now. Production in Konya. Bank. We are still getting poverty and crime. Okay, bank is fine. And this guy will just stay around here. You know, just in case. There's the Lancer. And I think that's that. Now we just mostly wait. We need to kill most of these units and then we can start to pressure one of his cities. I would prefer to go directly for his capital, not for Temoak. So that's what we'll try to do. It's a shame it's not at least one tile closer to the coast, because that would make it easier, but oh well, we'll manage it. So, archaeology, how many sites do we have? Only one, really? Seriously, that's the only one we got? Okay. If you say so. That's disappointing. Okay, that's very disappointing. At least we got one. And industrialization is next. Okay, we almost lost the Fusilier here. Time to back up some more. Huh. If we move aggressively, we might be able to kill them faster. These are ranged units. I think it's fine if we move aggressively. Alright, let's give it a shot. Now, we will definitely take damage on that Fusilier, but that's a risk we have to take if we want to be slightly more aggressive. You need to back up. It should be fine if we move Gatling gun into the citadel. Unfortunately, it won't be able to attack just yet. But we can attack with the field gun. It's slightly risky because it will leave it a little bit exposed. Hold on, field 1 or siege 1? Let's get field 1. Extra combat strength versus wounded units. Useful in this specific situation. Not quite enough to kill him, unfortunately. Alright, you tried. Well, that will have to do, I suppose. Let's be a little bit more aggressive here. The citadel is going to be a problem, which is exactly why we should pillage it. That's what we'll try doing. Yes, it's slightly risky, but we need to pillage it. It will make our life that much easier if we do that. Amphitheater. And in Bursa. How about we get some units? Some Gatling guns. Maybe some Fusiliers. Yeah, let's get a few Fusiliers. That will definitely be helpful. Okay. First part of the railroad is done. Extend it this way. And then west. I think we can work on every section. Almost every section. Oh, we got a new field gun. Nice. Okay then, let's send him to Pocatello right away. We can escort it with a corvette. What do we do with a great diplomat? Maybe we should grab a vote for the council. Yeah, probably. An embassy will be the best choice. So, let's see what's going to happen here. We might lose a unit, that's certainly a possibility. But I really want to pillage that citadel. Let's find out. It will be the job for the Lancer. Oh, he is actually backing up. Interesting. Yeah, we are fine. We can pillage it right now. There's a pretty good chance the Lancer will die, but that's okay. He can sacrifice himself to get rid of the citadel. Do some damage. Oh, damn it. That's not enough for a kill, really? Alright. Well, that's really disappointing. But okay. We could seriously use more roads around here. But that's the job for our worker. He is working on it. I don't like how exposed our artillery is at the moment. But we needed that damage. Alright. New cruiser will be done soon. Anyway, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.